Hey Age of Empires online fans, I'm Psychosaurus and today I'm gonna do a little bit unique video. I'm gonna talk about how you can beat the legendary quest Beorix Returns without the Silver Age. Now I've already done a video about this quest. I was playing as Persians, but I never did it with the secondary objectives because it's quite difficult and very annoying. So if you ever want to try that quest for yourself solo, you have to realize that when you go for the side quests, it will become much longer quest just because the enemy will be much more difficult to deal with since you're missing most of the armory upgrades, most of the champion upgrades, and even a lot of tougher units. So careful with that, you have to be careful with that. It's gonna be a long quest. It took me a while, but I was like, for me it was a completely new experience. I was actually never able to destroy the first base on my own ever before, so I was just recently trying it and I was not recording that because I did not expect to actually be successful and beat that quest. Well, unfortunately I did not record it, so unfortunately I don't have a footage of that, so instead I have only a screenshot of that as a proof. And let me tell you, it took me quite long, but it was because for me it was a completely new experience. I never did get that far, so I was discovering how do I actually beat it, to actually finish the quest, because I was having a lot of problems. Like I said, it's gonna be very long, enemies are very tough to deal with, so it's gonna take a while. And so I'll give you a little bit of an advice how you might be able to deal with this quest, and little tricks that I actually did to actually, maybe it's gonna be important, maybe not, I don't really know. I'm gonna try say those things that are actually truly important to me. And the first thing that you should do, in my opinion, during this quest is you should destroy docks at one location, which is like to the east of the central base. If you destroy these docks, it's actually very good. At some point the enemy will start spawning ships from those docks, and let me tell you, you don't want to deal with those ships. Those ships just have so much health, so much damage, and with all the armory upgrades, it's gonna be very difficult to deal even with a single ship like that. So I highly suggest you destroy the docks. I also did it in my video. It's gonna be very important. It's gonna make your life a lot easier, and it's actually very easy to take care of that. You literally start with Vemonder, so use Vemonder, go there, destroy the dogs. Vemonder is good enough. There's no defense, no units defending the dogs, so you can safely destroy it. However, be on the lookout. I believe there's a patrol of some ships, and for some reason one time they attacked Vemonder and I was just not paying attention, so still keep an eye out, keep a lookout for Vemonder just in case. And the next thing is there's a market also nearby the docks, and I don't know if that exactly helped me, but it felt like it did. And when you destroy it, it felt like the enemy all of a sudden was not attacking that often, and I had much more space for myself to build up my army and keep like attacking and be on the offense. So I suggest destroying the market. It will definitely lower the economy of the enemy, but be careful, the enemy is gonna try to rebuild the market, so I suggest keeping some patrol nearby or keep raiding it, but I think it's better to just keep the patrol and never allow them to rebuild it at all. So keep the patrol nearby and make sure they don't rebuild it. They are actually building it a little bit closer to the central base, so keep an eye out on that location. At least for me it was like that location. I was like, yeah, keep trying, keep trying. I used 3 rams to actually defend that location, since, well, they were just there. It's pretty much right next to the river, so why not use the 3 rams? And also that would keep them safe from the enemy melee units. Be careful, there's a gate nearby with towers, and there's also a patrol of ranged units, but I wouldn't worry about those. I've worried more about the towers. So I recommend destroying these towers before you actually get those 3 rams there, to prevent you losing the 3 rams just because of some random towers. And my main strategy was like, I was using mainly camels. I was playing as Egyptians, and I was attacking buildings like the main objective for me were the buildings and destroying the central base at the first stage of the game, of the quest. So I was focusing mainly on the enemy base, trying to destroy the buildings, not even fighting the units. I was ignoring them. Fighting them is just not gonna be effective at all, since the enemy is gonna spam a lot of units, and it's just gonna, well, they are much stronger than your units, so you will pretty much hardly win any skirmish that you will engage into. So for me it was mainly using cavalry, trying to destroy the buildings and keep doing so. So I sent in the group, try to focus the gates, get in there, and when they died, rebuild and repeat. Just keep going there, keep destroying the buildings. Don't even focus on the units, just go after the buildings, destroy the town centers. The central base does not rebuild those buildings, so when you destroy them once, they're destroyed forever. And that's actually a nice fact about that quest. The central base, just focus the buildings, focus down the buildings, destroy them. It's gonna take a few tries. Your units are just weak because of the lack of the armory upgrades, so focus down the buildings, destroy them. However, once you destroy both town centers in the central base, the island base will start sending in the transports with units, and they will start sending in the infantry. So yeah, be ready for those. I forgot to mention, at the start of the quest I also wall off the right side of my base. I put walls there. The enemy will not try to destroy those. They will always try to come from the left side, but once they start dropping the units might want to try to get there, so I also recommend getting some towers there to defend that side. And also I put defenses on that right side with market, and just go for some market gold, and you should be pretty sufficient with that. So yeah, once you destroy the town centers, focus down the production buildings, destroy the archery ranges, stables, destroy the fort. Once you're done with that, the central base is pretty much done. It's never gonna rebuild again. Pretty much it's out of the game. So now the problem is the island base, and before that you have to actually get control over the water, which is gonna be the tougher part. It's gonna cost you quite a lot of ships, and pretty much the only ship at your disposal is your trireme, or if you're playing, let's say, Babylonian or Imperium, just your arrow ships. That's all you get. So pretty much you have to use a lot of those. I recommend building towers on the coast and then just baiting the enemy ships into the towers, since the towers have bonus damage against ships. You can use them as well to destroy the enemy navy, then try to destroy the enemy docks and keep preventing them from rebuilding the docks, so you actually don't have to deal with the navy no more. Also remember, there are some patrols on the water, so I also recommend destroying the patrols on the water and just prevent them from rebuilding the docks, and then the waters are pretty much yours. And then the last stage is pretty much the island base. You have to destroy it somehow. I was again using my camels. I was dropping a lot of them on the left side, and I destroyed the left side of the base. There's like this small base with town center and fortress, and yeah, just pretty much do the same thing. Focus down the buildings, destroy the buildings. That part of the base also does not rebuild. It's more of the part on the platform up there that's rebuilding. So yeah, destroy the left side of the base, and it's another part done. And then there's the central platform. Also I forgot. Yeah, once you destroy the town center on the left side of the base, the transport will spawn and they will drop some units, especially priest units, just reinforcements will come, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of units on the platform, so that's kind of annoying. And the priest units made it feel like very annoying to, like, I send in the army, but they're just gonna, either they're gonna die or they'll get converted real fast, and it's just so not worth. So at the end it was me thinking, how do I actually finish this quest? And I came up with an idea. It was more of a tower spam, and it was like, where do I start it? On that platform there are two fortresses, one to the left, one to the right. There's a town center at the center, and then there are like some production buildings at the back. So I pretty much destroyed the right fortress. Under the cliff there's enough space to build some towers, so I started spamming towers down there. Well, that was pretty much my solution. I built a lot of towers, tried to kill some of the priests, the seers, so I could go further, and it was just me building the towers. With those towers I destroyed the town centers, so no more villagers. I finished off the villagers. Unfortunately for me, the game does not end until you like kill a whole bunch of those units, so you have to kill those units, and then it was just me slowly building towers around that platform pretty much. And to finish it, I had to just finish the fortress, and it just was taking a while because my towers are weak, the enemy has the armory upgrades, so it's gonna take a while to kill even one unit. So yeah, it was like slow destruction of the platform, but it worked out for me at the end. I was finally able to finish it, and yeah, that's the result pretty much. And as a proof that I actually beat the quest, here's a screen, victory. Also, I forgot to show that it was solo, so here's another screen that I was actually playing solo. You can see I beat it. It took me a long time. I was figuring out the strategy, how to deal with that quest, and the central base, I think it took me like an hour. It was quite long before I actually destroyed all the buildings. The water battle was pretty fast. It's not that difficult to deal with that. And the worst was just dealing with the main island, and that was me like trying to figure out how to actually finish it. And then I just came out, yeah, I just need to spam towers, but how do I do it? Yeah, there's a space. So try to do that. Destroying that fortress actually took a lot of ships to destroy it, so I might suggest getting some long range triremes. The range would actually be very nice. Well, the ships needed to get pretty close, and then there was not that many attacking the fortress, so yeah, getting a range on the triremes can be good. I suggest getting strong, let's say, spearmen. I think spearmen are gonna be the best bet for you early, so you can actually deal with the enemy cavalry, and yeah, pretty much deal with the ranged units as well. To deal with those, I suggest building also some towers around your base. But yeah, that's pretty much how I beat the quest, so thank you very much so much for watching. If you haven't seen me doing it as Persian, you can check it out. I think I'll leave the link in the description below, so check it out. I actually beat the quest. It's gonna be without the side quest, but I told you how I did it. It took me a while, but it might be faster now because now I know at least what to expect, what to do. But I'm not gonna do this again. I'm not doing it again. It just was very annoying. So if you want me to record this, it's gonna be very expensive. I don't even want to think about it, and it's not gonna be soon enough. So thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please press the like button, subscribe to the channel for more, and tell me what you think about this strategy. Should there be something better done? So yeah, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye!